It's no secret that your boy plays football, right? And you see me zooming all over the field before. My brothers in Christ, if you ask me, I am the fastest person on the entire team. But one of my teammates challenged that. So, of course, as your astute speed demon, we gon' race. I started off real strong, boys, dusting them, and then, I lost. I lost! What's going on with y'all, big dog? And it is Update Monday. It has been 2 years and 1 month of kicking rheumatoid arthritis' ass, boy. For Update Monday, I actually want to reference me losing into that race to my boy Raw. The reason why I say that is because competition breeds strength. My guy, if you're not going against anyone better than you or using something to push your limits, you'll never genuinely know what it's like to get better. Him beating me in that race, holy yo, that put a fire in it. If there's anything I want you guys to take from this Update Monday is to look at competition as a way to improve yourself and become a better you. There's no losers in competition as long as you become a better version of yourself. Just like how these particular strategies, oh my, Cyberstorm Access has made them ridiculously powerful. And today I want to talk to you guys about what I think are going to be the top 5 meta decks post Cyberstorm Access. Of course, big dog, if you want to see personal deck lists of these particular strategies, I just so happened to put them on my Patreon as a special thank you for helping me pay my editors. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in and talk about these ridiculously powerful decks and why do I think they're going to be so good. Okay, so just like if you thought that I was the fastest person on my team, you probably are thinking that Castira is the strongest deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Post Cyberstorm Access. Well, I mean, if the Forbidden List don't do nothing, then yeah, you're probably right. What's been really interesting about Castira as of late is that players aren't going for the 9-zone lock by using cards like Diablosis and Castira Shangri-La to do it. They've actually just been making a Rise Heart Blast, which has been giving a lot of decks fits. My guy, it's a walking macrocosmos and a Zodiac Trident. Who said that was fair? Backed up with cards like Forbidden Lance to be able to protect it with spell cards, this deck actually takes a control approach to the game because a lot of times it can just summon monsters that are bigger than yours and do better things. Banish from the extra deck, face down. Banish from the field, face down. And then there's Castira Big Bang. Banish everything, face down. Now, the cool thing about this is that the next decks are actually built to be able to beat Castira. One of the things that the deck does focus on is just summoning a Rise Heart and Pass. Not only can hand traps prevent your opponent from being able to make that, kaiju monsters are extremely popular, and a deck that can actually use some of the best kaijus is Pearly. My guy, that kitty deck go hard. For the people that didn't know, Pearly or Pirelli or Pearly is a strategy that made its debut in the last deck build box set. Tactical Masters was down bad when it came out, but Makonko's looking good. Rescue Ace is gonna look good very soon. And now Pearly is a top Yu-Gi-Oh deck. This deck is pretty much like Sky Striker mixed with Zodiac, built on being able to activate spell cards in 1-card Exceed summon, making some really powerful cards. The best thing about this deck is that since it is an Exceed deck, being able to make Divine Arsenal AA Zeus to be able to counter Castira strategy, wiping the entire board is easy. And how you get rid of that card? Santa Claus. We're in 2023. And Santa Claus, low-key, is the best kaiju. Because Santa Claus does tribute the opponent's monster and summon it into defense, it pretty much means that any Exceed card can easily just attack into the Santa Claus and make a Divine Arsenal AA Zeus and wipe the entire board. On top of that, because of their new card Imperlily, which gives the deck so much more consistency, providing another level 1 cat monster that can Exceed with Pearly spell cards in your graveyard. And then Pearly Sleepy Memory, which doesn't seem like it does much, but it allows you to draw up to 6 cards. 6 cards. 6 cards. My guy, this is how you do it. You have 3 Sleepy Memory attached to a Pearly monster like Plump. Well, that means you get to draw 3 cards. Then you activate Pearly Leap, turning your Pearly Plump into a Pearly Nor, still in the standby phase. Well, damn. Pearly Nor can draw you 3 more cards and has a great effect in itself. Yo, when I said this deck was Sky Striker Zodiac, I wasn't playing. But that's not the only deck that can generate a ton of advantage. Super Heavy Samurai has so many ways to make a ridiculous board. I'm telling you, my boy, this deck is insane. To be honest with you guys, Super Heavy Samurai is almost Earth Machine, summoning a ton of Earth Machine monsters to your side of the field and performing link summons, but this time around, it's really fluid against going against disruptive cards by making Baron de Fleur before you Pendulum Summon, and the boards that you can make after that are endless. My guys, there's FTKs, there's hand loops, but my personal favorite right now is using Cyberstein to be able to special summon Noturio Exterio, stopping all of your opponent's spell and trap cards. Konami did it again. They broke Yu-Gi-Oh! What's also really cool about this is that even some of the counters that you were using to prepare to beat this deck can be countered by this deck. Clayford Genius allows you to be able to search a level 5 machine monster from your deck to your hand when you summon 2 monsters to where its arrow points to. So basically when you Pendulum Summon. My guy, level 5 or higher machine cards. Spell Canceller to stop Dark Ruler no more. Jinzo because you don't like trap decks. What are we doing here? We're in 2023 and Jinzo and Spell Canceller are being played. I don't know what to say about this. It seems the only way to be able to stop Super Heavy Samurai from popping off is to use a ton of hand traps. And I just so happen to know a deck that is really good with hand traps. Cyber Strategies have been notoriously well for being able to use most of their hand to stop the opponent and then just go for the access code talker and OTK. You know, I'm starting to see why you guys want that banned. I said Cyber's decks. So like, yo, all right, you guys have a point, but it's still not ban worthy. Because of this, Mathmech is actually a really good deck in the meta, and it's for a few reasons. The first reason is because Small World allows you to be able to search Kaijus to deal with your Castira matchup, but you can also use it to search cards like Droll and Logbert, which is really good against Super Heavy Samurai. On top of that, Mathmech is one of the very few decks that are almost immune to hand traps themselves. You can even Nibiru this deck, and it can still make the access code talker and OTK. All right, really not helping my point here, but it doesn't deserve to be banned, guys. Okay, listen. I give you El Shadal Window on the ban list. You give me keep access code talker off the ban list. It's not the hero we need, it's the hero we deserve. And who knows, maybe I can code talk you to a girl's number. It might help out. Another great thing about Mathmech is that the new cards in Firewall Defensor and Firewall Phantom Dragon adds a whole new level for the deck, allowing you easier access to cards like Signet Mining to be able to get into your Mathmech Circular, but also giving you Signet Conflict. My guys, this is some beef you don't want. Signet Conflict is insane. Giving Mathmech more searchability and the ability to protect its full combo makes it extremely dangerous. Just like how dragons got extremely dangerous. My guys, essentially they got more powerful cards to make them more powerful and searchable and ridiculously powerful and searchable. Dragons are actually extremely good in this Yu-Gi-Oh meta, especially when you consider that a lot of strategies do rely on light and dark heavy elements, kind of like how we just talked about Mathmech. But in case you are having a Dark World problem, I mean, welcome to the Dark World Destroy. I have not stopped hating that deck ever since I lost to it. It FTK'd me twice and took 30 minutes I can't get back. Dragons are incredibly strong and will only get stronger as time goes on, especially because of the new Bestial Das Peter monster that allows you to be able to extend by special summoning banished light and dark monsters and allows you to return banished monsters to the deck to be able to negate or destroy your opponent's monsters. And what I love about this particular deck is the flexibility to play a Dragon Link route or to play a Synchro Chaos route, whatever you decide. Regardless, you're probably going to be summoning powerful monsters like Chaos Angel to your side of the field, which is a complete blowout. For some reason, the guys at Konami decided to make a card that is unaffected by monster effects and can't be destroyed by battle. Ho, 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 and it banishes a card. What were they thinking? You know, this set actually needs just a little bit more pizzazz. I don't think it's strong enough. Well, we do have a monster that special summons light and dark monsters from the banished zone. Not really strong enough. We have a powerful deck that can FTK. You know, that seems okay, but we're missing something. You're gonna love this one. We have a Synchro monster. It's not a Synchro monster because it doesn't need tuners to summon it. It can also banish a card, protect all of your Synchro monsters, and protect them from being destroyed by battle too. Definitely, that card's fair. Put it in the set. Dragons can win off the pure strength of Chaos Angel, but this deck is also fairly immune to hand traps and can play extremely well under certain circumstances. The Dragon strategy has way too many win for free buttons, and Chaos Angel is just the cherry on top here. I think that this deck will be one of the most powerful decks in the format. Oh wait, and it only gets stronger. And lastly, big dog, if I had to give you my go build day, it's really not mine, it's Top Deck TJ's, but I think there could be a little bit of spice there. Gold Pride is actually a really decent looking deck coming out of this new set. One of the better cards to come out is easily Gold Pride Roller Bowler, which allows you to be able to fusion summon into Gold Pride Pin Bowler and Pin Bowlers. It's a creative card, allowing you to equip your opponent's monsters to this card to the number of Gold Pride monsters that you use for a fusion summon. It's almost a board wipe, especially considering that Roller Bowler is a quick effect. And let's not sleep on Gold Pride Carry being able to search your spell cards and being a generic rank 3 monster. This deck has a ton of potential, but Top Deck TJ gonna have to prove that. But other than that, that's pretty much all that I have for the top 5 meta decks this format. I want to know, what do you guys think about the top meta decks? Let me know down below in the comment section. Of course, also, if you're loving the content, you already know what to do with that subscribe button. But also be sure to check out these other videos, as I'll catch you on the next one.